I'm going to jump up and grab my cup of coffee. I know I'm not, I'll wait. I could wait. But what I am going to do, I don't look clear, I look fuzzy. So I'm going to grab something to wipe off my camera lens. I'll be right back.
Penelope is feeling hot. Okay, I see
Feeling
you.
good. Yeah, she got the vocals this morning.
Right.
It's the Breakfast Club. It's 7 a.m. where she is, and she upset.
I'm getting pumped up. All right.
Oh, good morning, Jose. Good morning, Tasha. Congratulations.
Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, y'all lit this morning. I can't take it. I can't take it. Hold up. Okay. Samantha, I see you driving. Be safe. Is your seatbelt on, Samantha? Okay, I love it. What's up, Andre? Good morning, boss.
Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing?
I'm good. We're good, man. Dominique, it's good to see you. Miss Williams, Ebony, what up, lady? Good to see you. Good morning. Yeah, it's gonna be a great call today. These Breakfast Club calls have been lit, and so we want to keep the fire burning.
Messenger video.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What's going on, Ebony?
Hi, Penelope.
Hey, boo. Am I a little more clear, guys?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Hey, morning, morning, Tasha.
Good morning, Penelope. Penella, good morning.
Dominique.
Dominique.
What's up, Andre?
Good morning, Bryce.
Good morning, everybody. I'm loving this energy. I don't know what y'all had. I don't know what's going on, but I needed this.
Hey, we all need it. We all need it.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Today, as usual, it's a great day.
It's a great day.
Doesn't matter if you woke up wrong.
You woke up.
There you go. And you know what's
You
more
woke up because
important?
somebody didn't.
There you go. And my
But
favorite
we
thing
here.
to say is, it is 7:05 in the morning. You have more than enough time to make it a great day. So if it's 10:05 where you are, you still got time to make it a great day. And if it's 9:05 where you are, you still got time to make it a great day. So I'm going to jump right into it. I'm going to be sharing a video by the amazing Lisa Nichols. Most people know, I'm sure everyone knows who Miss Nichols is. I watch this video maybe 3 times a week. And the reason why is because I do have my moments when I'm beating myself up. I do have my moments when I think about what I've been through. I do have my moments when I have to remind myself why I get up every day and let people beat me down, tell me no, tell me I'm not this and that, because I'm trying to help them improve their life. But I keep it going. So this for me, we'll watch it and we'll talk about it. Y'all ready? Let's see. So y'all let me know if you guys could see my screen. Can everybody see my screen?
Perfect.
Yes.
And then can y'all hear?
Yes.
Okay.
What would your life be like if you were a rapid transformational therapist?
That's not what we're talking about.
So I can give you a glimpse into that life now.
Here we go.
I'm on government assistance and I run out of money and I had to buy Pampers for Jelani. And I had $11.42 in the bank. And I remember wrapping my son in a towel for 2 days. I remember the second day, like you said, I had my hand on Jelani's stomach and I said, don't worry, baby. Mommy will never be this broke or broken again. And that day, what shifted for me was I was willing, and I don't know if this is gonna sound crazy, I was willing to completely die to any form of me that I had been so that I can birth the woman that I was becoming. The reason why a lot of people won't become who they want is because they're too attached to who they've been. And you hear it all the time when people say, I've always been this way. Okay, well, if that's working for you, keep doing that. I knew it wasn't working for me any longer. I had hit my version of rock bottom. So I was willing to let go of everything and everybody. See, another reason why people won't get there is because the doorway is for you to fit through. You're trying to carry everybody else through because you're trying to be Rescue 911. And you got to rescue you first. I am much more valuable to my family and to my community because I was willing to let them go through the door myself, teach myself, learn myself, condition myself, and then come back and get them. I'm much more valuable to them now. But I had to go through a window time of 10 years of judgment. You leaving us, hanging out with white people all the time. You going to these crazy countries. We don't know what you. I had to be willing to allow my conviction to make me inconvenienced. See, we want to grow, but we want to stay liked by everybody. I was willing to be my own rescue at the risk of your approval. Most of us aren't like that. Facebook is an example. We want to be liked. Well, I woke up and I like myself today, so your like is extra. My job is to like me first. I was willing to say every day, Lisa, you like you? Lisa, are you proud of you? Lisa, are you playing well? Every day before I checked in with anybody else. I was willing to inconvenience my entire life. My entire life. I was willing to disrupt my entire life to buy my future, to buy my possibility, to give my dream a chance. See, we're not supposed to tuck our dreams in on the pillow when we get up in the morning. We're not supposed to leave them at home. We're going, fulfill somebody else's dream. We're not supposed to do that. That's not what we're wired to do. That's not who we are. Your human spirit doesn't care about the economy. The human spirit doesn't care that my son's father went to prison. The human spirit doesn't care what's happened to your family. The human spirit doesn't care about the past, that you may have been molested or your family may have been broke or you may have been betrayed or you may have a divorce. Your human spirit doesn't care about any of that. Your human spirit simply says, what man for tomorrow? What do you want to create? It's not keeping score. Your brain is keeping score because your brain is designed to keep you safe. Your soul, your intuition, your human spirit is designed to make you soar. When you get to the edge, your brain will always tell you to step back. It's always going to tell you to step back. Because you can fall, always. It's gonna tell you to step back. Because before you fail, the last time you did this, you saw someone else fail. You could hurt, you could be off work. It's gonna tell you, it's designed to keep you safe. So you have to be willing to play between your brain and your soul. And on some days, you gotta just listen to your soul. And you gotta say, I'm gonna leap, I'm gonna get to the edge. Most people are at the edge, and you're sitting at the edge, and you're watching everyone else fly. That's Pick My Ride, Watch My Crib, all this stuff. You know, watching people's lives on Facebook. You're at the edge, watching someone else live, wondering what it's gonna be like when you jump without ever jumping. And I'm just here to tell you, jump. Because only great things can happen. You're either gonna jump and fly, or you're gonna jump and fall in something soft, or you're gonna fall down hard. Either way, you're gonna get back up. You already know you got what it takes to get back up. You know, the greatest fear is not that you will fall. The greatest fear is that you will not fall like the never change. That you never leave. You're not afraid of dying. You're afraid of dying before the world sees to you where we are. Before they really get your fingerprint. Before they really feel your breath. Before they really get your contribution. Before they really feel you. That's what you don't want to happen. You don't want to leave this place without us knowing you were here. All I'm doing is giving my dream a chance. And I'm not extraordinary. You don't get off the hook. You don't get to be let off the hook. I'm an ordinary who chooses every day to make one more extraordinary decision. Everything that I need to get back up, I have in me. If I don't have what I need, I can go get it. Once I figured that out, the world was my like playground. Like the question was just, where do I go get it? I don't know about that. Where do I go get it? Right. And I don't come from a learning background where I was a great student. I wasn't, my highest grade in school was a C+. And when I got a C+, I did the happy dance. And so I didn't have a background where studying was natural for me. But when I realized that if I go study something and I learn it, I own it, it's mine now, man, it was crazy because all through school I struggled. The last time I took an English class, my English teacher told me I was the weakest writer she ever met in her entire life. Lovely. Yeah, lovely. And the same year I took a speech class, and my speech teacher, he said, quote unquote, Miss Nichols, I recommend you never speak in public, that you get a desk job. And so that's mean. Yeah, it's just, it was demotivated people, sad people hurt, sad people make other people sad. Bottom line, don't take it personal, hurt people hurt. See, most people want the convenience of transformation without the inconvenience required for transformation. So my grandmother says, and I love to repeat this, your conviction, what you're passionate about, your conviction and your convenience don't live on the same block. They ain't even in the same zip code. So if you want to have a conviction for something, you have to sign up to be inconvenienced. We're trying to find convictions and passion and breakthrough on the inside of our box. Well, when you realize that the box doesn't even exist, like someone made up, oh, you're playing outside the box. So we all bought into, there's a box. Well, I don't even own a box. I don't even want to get in your box. Like, you better come out here because I ain't getting in there. And so when you start thinking like that, Tom, all of a sudden, everything is possible. So I disrupt people when I say, you want to make me extraordinary because it lets you off the hook. What if the God that we call God, the divine, whatever your faith is, what if there's no partial? It's not going to give me a hookup and I give you one. It's not going to give me an opportunity, I give you one. I'm just going to go after it. If I die, I'm going to die on the treadmill, like Wilson said. I'm going to be on the treadmill running. I'm just not going to stop because I believe all things are available to us. I'm just willing to go after them. Are you willing? And then that is so disruptive because then you got to make a decision. Because it's easier to live inside the parameters of, well, as a Black woman, well, as born and raised in South Central, well, I'm dyslexic. I wrote 7 books, I'm dyslexic. So just knowing, like, I'm not perfect. What I do really well is I manage my imperfection well. And so we're all waiting for perfect. It's an illusion that will never come to you, and it's an excuse to never show up and play. Your story is not meant to be your fortress. Your story is meant to be your fuel. Any story. Like the beauty of me being one of the top 1% earners in America is that I was on government's assistance. Right. Like, that's the beauty. Like, come on, it wouldn't be a big deal if my family was rich. Whatever, like, I'm supposed to do something. The beauty is that when you show the little engine that could story, like, I'm not gonna run fast, but I ain't gonna stop running. I might slow down and have to breathe and catch my breath, but I'm not stopping. Because I believe all things are available to all of us. And good people should do well. Because when good people do well, good people just do more good in the world. I'm that same girl who ran track for Dorsey High School, who struggled to get through high school, who got kicked out of college because I couldn't afford to stay. That was on government's. I'm that same girl. I don't forget her. I'm also that same woman who runs a multi-million-dollar business. I'm also the same woman who has 7 bestsellers. I own both of those. I own all of them. I don't shrink to my greatness, and I don't live in my side of my sorrow. If you can own your brilliance while owning your imperfections, if you can own your giant while owning your smallness, if you can live in duality, constant duality, the freedom will be earth-shaking if you can live in that. See, either you don't want to be as great as you really are, and you're trying to dim your light so that others won't feel insecure about themselves in your presence. And so you keep playing at 79 watts when you know you're supposed to shine at 159 watts. And you keep checking the temperature of the room to see what the room can handle versus just giving the room you and letting them, if your light's too bright, then let them put on some shades. Can you give yourself permission to live in the duality of your imperfections and your smallness and what you're learning and what you still have to learn and your greatness and your brilliance and your light? Can you allow them to coexist and then serve them up to the world? To love you, to see you, to inhale you, to judge you, to leave you, to love you. Some of us are just as afraid of being loved as we are to be left. If you go where you've never gone, do what you've never done, and say what you never said, you'll become the woman and the man you've always known yourself to be.
Whew. All right. So before I start, what y'all think? What you think about Miss Lisa Nichols this morning? Who wants to go
Oh my goodness. I'm getting myself together. My voice is going in and out, but to God be the glory. Like I really, 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 really needed that reminder. And I love Miss Nichols. I follow her on social media. She's a powerful, powerful woman. And I was just telling agent prospect of mine, because she was talking about how scared she was. She said she said that she just want to be comfortable in doing, whatever it is that it is for her to do. And I told her, I said, well, you'll never find that if you want to be comfortable. It requires for you to be uncomfortable, for you to tap into what it is that you're supposed to be doing. If you're looking for comfort, you're going to hit a brick wall. You have to do it scared. But, you don't live in that fear. You don't allow that fear, like she said about the giants. Fear is a giant. Own that giant. And say, fear, you can't control me. You can't have me. God has given me something for me to do. It is scary. But while she was speaking, God was speaking and telling me, just you do this, and I'm gonna meet you right there. He gave me an assignment and I have to do it. And so I encourage everybody, even within this business, some things are scary and some things is outside of our comfort zone, but to do it scared until you're not scared anymore. And then you do something else that makes you scared, because that's what's going to stretch us and help grow us. So back to you, Penelope.
Whew. All right now, Miss Carmela, you better get it done. Get it done. So one of the things
Hello. Oh, go ahead.
go on and tap in. Go on and say what you're gonna say, RVP.
Good morning. Good morning. Woo! Y'all, I was listening to that and I remember when I first, by the way, thank you to my leaders for making this happen this morning. Y'all so amazing, all us taking turns to grow our business, and I love it and appreciate it. And that was a good pick this morning, Penelope. And she talked about dimming your light to, what was it?
Dimming your light to fit in the room.
Yeah, in the room, or not to make other people feel bad. Mm-hmm. Or not other people. When I first started this, in my first 8 months, I qualified for the free for the cruise. We haven't even taken it yet because of the pandemic. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I was one of the first 65 people in the entire company to win the cruise for the top producers. For 2 months, I never posted that. I never congratulated myself and posted it, because the person that was in my house always felt like I was bragging, never congratulated me, nothing, thought this business was a scam. And And I lived in that toxic environment. Wow. And this is transparent because I don't talk about this all the time. This is the one time y'all probably hear me talk about this again. But I was living in that toxic environment. The Mercedes truck I was driving the first time was in his name because my credit was bad. So until I got in this business and I got to the R&R club, oh, this Mercedes truck is mine in my name. Okay, because I fixed my credit. That's number one. But when I won that contest, I didn't post it because I felt like he was going to say I was bragging. I didn't want to make him feel bad that I was doing all these things. And he used to say, oh, you vice president now. You vice president now. Oh, you and Jabari going to do this again. Oh, this scamming credit thing. I was living in the house with that person. Okay. But this business showed me that I didn't need to do that anymore. And I didn't need to be in that environment anymore. So I was dimming all my accomplishments to try to fit somebody else who wasn't really supporting me. So needless to say, obviously I got out of that because the income helped me to move on by myself. My credit was fine. I didn't need them. But that was powerful because that was me at one time. So I just wanted to say that. And Apple said that's her story right now. Girl, you can do it. You can work this business and get out of that. Let me tell y'all, 8 o'clock one morning when he was at work. Okay, 8 o'clock. Penelope noticed. 8 o'clock one morning when he was at work, the moving truck was driving to his house and he was watching it on the camera. Me and my daughter packed up and left. Because number one, I now was qualified. So when y'all hear me talking about being qualified for this $10,000 line of credit with Home Depot, that's what got me out of that. So when I fixed my credit in this business and I got approved for the $10,000 line of credit with Home Depot, I was able to use that money, that card, that credit, and fix up my house that I was leasing because the renters were not paying. So I ended up evicting them. But they tore down the walls, the carpet, the blinds. I mean, it was horrible. And my daughter was like 9-10 months. So when y'all hear me talk about that, that's part of that story. I just don't tell the other part. But I was able to fix up my house. So while he didn't know and was making me feel like crap because I was doing a scamming credit business, okay, because I was making 3 times much as him in the scamming credit business, helping people and helping myself, I was using that new credit to fix up that house. That house had now new carpet, new paint, new blinds. It was ready to move in. And one morning I was gone because I had the income from this company and I had the good credit and I was no longer going to let anybody dim my light. So thank you guys.
Come on, testimony time, testimony time.
Yes. So, things that I like about this, I like the fact that she says that she doesn't even have a box. And something that is so difficult for people is first to think outside of the box. That's the first thing. But I get the whole outside of the box. And so most of you guys know my testimony. Y'all know why I came to the business. But what I had to learn was this. You have to live your life the way it's best for you to live your life. And sometimes God will say stuff to you or give you an assignment that people just don't understand. And people will call you dumb. People will call you stupid. People will tell you, if that was me, this is what I would do. And my response to those people is, and that is why God didn't give you that assignment, because he knew you would mess it up. But I want to say this. I started the business because of an affair. Sometimes God will use something horrible to get you to your destiny and your purpose, to get you to do his plan. But if you are not connected to him, and if you are not sensitive to what he's saying, you'll miss it and you'll mess it up. I'm gonna say that. So I think the best thing for me is my daughter. I live in a neighborhood that I live in because I wanted to send my daughter to this prestigious school. So I discovered this school when I was pregnant with my daughter. And I'll make this real quick. Found out when I was pregnant. Knew this is where I was going to send her. Had her entire life mapped out. Listen to that. I had her entire life mapped out. This is where she gonna go. This is what she gonna do. Now, one thing I have always done and I believe in is when it comes to your children, you should always ask God, what are you supposed to do? What am I supposed to do in regards to them? What is your purpose for them? So anyway, I thought I was listening, and I was, so I did everything I was supposed to do. So now my daughter is a freshman in high school, athletic, all of that. So this prestigious high school that I wanted to put her in, we got her in. Got her in. Whoop, whoop. Celebrating, excited. Within 6 weeks, we had to take her out. We had to part ways with the school. It wasn't working. And I was angry. I was mad. I was crying. I still don't drive out of school. So I'm still getting delivered. But anyway, what God showed me, so we had to move her to another school. And it was a school we didn't want her to go to. One of the top public schools in California. But anyway, so she's there. So she's doing well or whatever. But this is the caveat of everything. Since my daughter was in 6th grade, I have been saying that I need to homeschool her. I have always said I need to homeschool her. And I have always said I need to homeschool her, one, so I can kind of control what is given to her and what is not. Because these kids at these schools, whether it's private or public, they on drugs, they doing everything but whatever. And I'm not worried about the whole drug. People got to take their life, but there are just certain things I don't want to expose my daughter to until I feel like she's ready to be exposed to. Because while she is a 15-year-old freshman in high school, I have protected and guarded her, and I have raised her in the church. But anyway, that's not even about that. So I have always said I need to homeschool. And so people always you can't homeschool. They won't be sociable. Kids go to school every day and they don't even know how to have a conversation because they text message. So they already don't know how to be sociable. Because we buy them these phones and they'll be upstairs and they want you to text them to come downstairs. Just so I've been looking and watching this. People, you don't homeschool your kids because we've been taught that we're supposed to send our kids to an institution to be taught what other people want them to learn. So it was that one. Then I got, well, they can't play sports. They won't be able to play sports. Dude, I own a gym. I own an AAU team. College recruiters don't even really go to high schools any longer. They go to AAU tournaments and look at the kids play. So, okay, shut up, you're stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. But I say all of that to say my daughter said to me last week, Mom, I think I want to be homeschooled. I think that's the best thing for me. Now, see, if God had not dropped that in my spirit when she was in 5th grade, I wouldn't have been ready because I would have been saying the stupid stuff. Got to go to school, got to be in the classroom, got to be this, got to do that. But years ago, God prepared me. So I say this to say this. God has told all of you who you are, who he sees you to be, who he has called you to be. But it's a little uncomfortable. See, my husband and I are still married. We're not divorced. We live in the same house. We're having a dang old good time. We're best friends. Now, to some people, that's like, oh, that's crazy. After all you've been through and y'all live in the same house and no. We came to an understanding that we were best friends before we got married. Our friendship is more important than trying to fight to be husband and wife. We respect each other more when we interact as best friends. I got his back, he got mine. God had to minister that to me because I was really running to the divorce court. I'm not gonna lie. And I was like, I ain't gonna never talk to that person or whatever. So lesson I had to learn to forgive. We always hear people say, forgive, especially as believers. We always talking about forgiveness and all of that. So that's why I watched this video today. So we were all created to be successful in this business. So let me see who I want to pick on. Sasha, what do you need to do to become the person that you want to be in UWE? And let me say this before we answer. You don't have to say, oh, I want to be VP, SVP, Pinnacle. That's not everybody's goal. And don't let people put on you their expectations of you. Be who you want to be in this business. What is your goal? We want to hear your goal too, Sasha. So you're going to have to unmute, ma'am. There you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Well, honestly, my goal is to become a household name first in my backyard and then nationwide. I feel like if I go that route, and because it's a route that I've taken before in previous career paths, and it has worked exceptionally well for me. So granted, you know, presidential titles are in there, but right now that's the glide path that I'm going on. And that's because that's what I know, and that's what I know works. As far as that, what was the other part of the question?
Just really, what is your goal? And what is holding you back, if anything is holding you back?
And another transparent moment is organization. Honestly, it is organization. So I told my upline about 2 weeks ago, I said, listen, I said, I have to, I'm still working, but I have to pause, and it's going to slow me down because the admin portion of it, which is the back office of every organization, whether it's for profit or not, is to make sure that you're organized and that things are, you know, decent and in order. And with that and the number of things that I was juggling, it was hard. And my business actually was the part of my life that actually suffered. But I am happy to say on April 7th, I will be firing my boss. So I have already started getting in that organization process. And honestly, it was because I literally had too many things to juggle. I have 4 kids, husband, myself, and then everything else that's going on. So firing my boss at this time, thank God that I'm able to do that, is going to allow me to replace somebody else's dream with my own. So, you know, but I started. So as far as production, I ain't been too good on, you know, for somebody else's dream right these last couple of days, but it is what it is. So that's my story.
Hey, I love that. Make sure you post that video on that last day so we can celebrate, shout, and dance with you. Congratulations.
I will. I surely will.
I love it. Yeah, because that encourages other people. It really does. So yeah. You know, it's a lot of people that make money but scared to leave their job because they still stuck in the box.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Miss Lashonda, I see you with your hands up.
Hey, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So I just wanted to share some feedback from the video. It really touched me when she said that she allowed every part of her to die to be renewed. I really got emotional about that. And she said a lot of people won't agree or support you or even like the changes that you make with this renewal. So yeah, I felt that this morning, and yeah, I'm still processing it, but it's a good thing. So thank you for sharing that video.
Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I felt that thing too. When she said that, I felt that thing. Just look, here's a question for you guys. The one thing that we hear all the leaders talk about is self-development. You got to self-develop and you have to grow. She said, people who say, I've always been this way. For me, when people tell, I've always hated that, because that means you're not willing to change.
Mm.
That when someone says that, that means they're saying, oh, I'm not changing. And go.
Look, that's what I used to say all the time. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. This is what I used to say. This one, I ain't got no man right now. Okay. But this company has helped me to grow. And I know that I have grown from this company. Absolutely. Because the things I used to do and say and think, the negative ways, or being a little aggressive, sometimes I don't realize it when I say something. But now I'm starting to catch myself. And this is personal development. Just because I'm a leader do not mean that I am perfect. Okay, does not mean that I am perfect. I used to say the same thing, but y'all know how I am. But y'all know how I am now. Anybody who says that they're a friend and says to me, Keisha, you know how you are, or they turn to someone and say, you know how Keisha is. She just gotta be right, or she gotta say this, or she gotta have a comment. I'm like, look, I am trying to be better and different, and I cannot be allowed to if you keep saying this is how Keisha is, because I'm not trying to be that Keisha no more. So people that are allowing me to grow and see that growth, that's the people that I'm trying to be around. Not that old people stuck in their ways, still wanting me to be that same person. So I definitely get that, and that's my trend. I'm transparent this morning, y'all.
Let me tell y'all something. Keisha, the Keisha that I met in 2019 is not the Keisha that I love in 2022. Y'all I used to want to, if I could get through the phone, put both of my hands around Keisha's neck and choke her, tell her, this transparent moment, I'm being honest. And choke the mess out of her. And the reason why I was like, her tone is so disrespectful, and I can't. But as I got to know her, and here's something I'm gonna tell y'all, don't be afraid. If you want to be successful and you want that relationship with your leader, if you feel like you can't be honest with your leader, then you go find you somebody you could be honest with.
Come on now, preach it.
I need to tell y'all this, because I had to one day say, Keisha, your tone is out of pocket. I can't. I'm not. And that could have went two ways. She could have been like, I don't know who I am so-and-so, and if you don't like it, you can leave or whatever. She did not. She said, really? And then when she said, really, I was like, I know this heifer ain't trying to pretend like she don't know. But I just said, really. And with that, we began to talk, and we could be on trainings and stuff. And I would text her and be like, fix your tone.
That's my mama right there. That's my mom.
And so I watched her evolve into this amazing woman. So yes, she's my mentor. Yes, I trust her with my business 100%. But y'all, that's my child. She's my mentor. That's my child. I love Keisha but I can't help with that. My own daughter. I correct her when she's wrong. And Keisha, I just want to say thank you for allowing us to have this relationship. Because there are some people you can't have that relationship with, period. So self-development.
Oh, thank you. But you gotta grow. If you don't see what you're doing wrong, you ain't never gonna get right. You could pretend and you could try to be there, but if you don't really listen to what people are saying, man, if everybody said the same thing and you still think that everybody's wrong except for you, how long is that gonna work? How are you going to grow? And that's where I am. Sometimes I'm just doing so much. I say something and it just comes out the wrong way. And I'm just like, oh shoot. Okay, let me not, I shouldn't have said that. Or let me type. Now I'm using the delete button a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like delete, maybe I shouldn't have said that. But I'm not perfect and it takes time, but I know I've definitely grown, and I cannot build a networking business, a relationship business, without being able to have relationships with people and being able to listen to what they have to say and work through it with them, because there's no way we can grow. How can we go into these tax offices and real estate agencies and teachers and schools and talk to people and just want to tell them what we're doing? We're going to share with them, and we're also going to explain what we're doing and how it works, but not everyone gets it, and it's okay. I'm not going to beat you down, or stuff it down your throat, because at some point you're going to come back and realize that what we have is a solution to a lot of people. But finding those people that can be positive in your life. I didn't know Penelope. Someone I brought in the business met her. You guys, mute your line. Who is that?
Sasha, mute. Sasha, mute. You making a lot of noise when you straight your phone.
But there's a lot of people in this company, in this business, in any network marketing business. It's a big thing with leadership, is that they have to be right, and this is right. Nobody wants to join a team with somebody like that. And I had to recognize that, because I had some people in the beginning that was felt like they could not talk to me. And I think that's part of the growth that I had to lead. Like, what? Like, what do you mean? People have just not been saying that for years. You're just another wrong person. No, I had to see that and realize that, and have positive people in my corner that could say it to me in a loving way. And so that I could see it, so I could grow. Because in order for me to have other leaders, I got to be a positive leader myself. So amazing video this morning, Penelope. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
So I just want to transparent off the video too. That resonated with me when she said you gotta allow the person that you used to be die all the way before you can become the person that you want to be. So
girl,
yes,
died, dead. Just put that person in the grave, girl.
Yes, just really put her in and stop fearing. Like, I always had a fear to move and to let myself really involve. So just to be transparent, I've been living in Kalamazoo for 42 years. And I finally decided that this ain't for me. So I made the move to Memphis, Tennessee. I leave tomorrow, and to start and embark my journey. Okay,
Tasha.
So this is where I was born and raised.
Go, girl, get out your shell.
My children are grown. I've raised them, and it's just time for me to do me and really involve in the person the vision that I see. So all prayers. I need it. I thank all my mentors, all the Breakfast Club, each platform. This is what UWE has did for me. So the personal development, yes, because yes, I see it. I see the change. I see myself changing. I see the difference. I'm just so different from my family, and that's what's been holding me back. But
Tasha, your tone is different. You sound more confident and happier. Yes, I don't really know you, but I've seen you on, I've taught, we've done through different trainings, and I've heard you, and I could just see the weight on you, the heaviness on you. And then look at you now. Look at God. Surround yourself with people that's going to encourage you, embrace you, and love you, and push you, stretch you. That's what matters. Congratulations.
Girl, make sure you post when you move so we can celebrate with you. I'm moving when you move.
Yes, that's just, I've learned a lot here. I've lost a lot here, and it's just time for me to leave Kazoo where Kazoo is. You know, my children is still here, my grandchildren are here, so I'm always gonna come back. But I'm trying to get them to come. Let's move forward. So I know my daughter, who has just became my second business partner
You go. You
that I
go.
enrolled. So I know she's getting there. You know, it's just it's a journey for us. So I just know. But yeah, I just wanted to share that and just thank y'all for your amazing mentorship, especially Penelope, Camilla, Keisha, Dominique. You ladies are the best.
And it's not gonna be easy, Tasha. Do not give up and pack your bags and go back to where you coming from.
Oh no, it
You have
ain't
to
no
keep
coming
going
back.
forward.
It's
Forward.
forward from here. I just need to, and it's closer to, you know, I could get closer to Atlanta. Like my drive to South Carolina only gonna be 8 hours now instead of, so I can drive that instead of have to. So I will be in Greensville because my drive is only 8 hours. I already, you know,
Yes.
I can rip me up, got my car, and I could drive there. So it's just the move is amazing. Yeah, it's just I'm ready. And I can't wait.
I can hear it. I
You
look.
got this.
I can hear it. I'm so excited to watch your journey because this is gonna be a journey worth watching. It's a bestseller. Make sure you journal the stuff because we all have a #1 bestseller, even if it's only our book that we read and we're the person saying it's the #1 bestseller. But journal your life. You should journal your journeys in life because it could be something that you leave back that your great great grandchild might read, and you might have something in there that they needed to hear or know.
Yes.
So yes, I'm excited. Look at all of this growth, movement, and all of that. Come on through. I'm like super excited and motivated. Look, y'all got me like, let me go get a new vision board. I need to add some stuff. Y'all on here doing big things.
So yeah, so I got I got a 3-bedroom because I'm staying in a 1-bedroom apartment that I got, you know, through I was homeless last year and all that, but I got a 3-bedroom, so I go have me an office space and you know, it's just
Okay, so
it's just so
you
amazing.
not just going
And my room when I come visit you.
Let me just say this. We not just gonna run past the fact that Tasha said she was homeless last year. She lives somewhere now, but she packing up and moving, not to a studio, not to a 1-bedroom, but a 3-bedroom. Don't tell me
with the office.
With an office
for my new business.
Let me finish. Let me not speak for her office. But I say that to say, when you trust in the Lord, I'm sorry, I got to go there. When you trust in the Lord and you follow the footsteps that He's ordered for you to follow, it's some damage that's about to be done. Understand that. So yeah, yes. I'm gonna have to come on down. Where are you moving
to again? Memphis, Tennessee.
See, because my family.
Memphis, okay.
Yeah, my family is in Chattanooga. And then I got some.
That's a little bit ways, right? How
Girl, wait a minute. Look, I could do Memphis a world tour because I can
Memphis is 4 hours from me.
Look.
Okay, Andre. Okay.
Hello, you need to be looking at Andre doing things. Y'all doing things.
That's a dry. That I can dry that. Yes.
Yeah.
And I think, where are you, Andre?
I'm in Fort Smith. I'm 2 hours away from Little Rock, Arkansas, and Memphis is 2 hours from Little Rock.
I think my agent Jose, and he probably at work. I don't know if he can talk, but I think he's kind of close to you too. You're in Arkansas?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm on the Oklahoma
if he's
border.
on, you can tell him where we are. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm on the Oklahoma border. But It'll be
Wow.
an honor. I'm probably gonna be close to Memphis here pretty soon anyway. I'm probably gonna be in Little Rock for a little bit because as y'all can see, I'm still in this hospital, y'all.